So next part of the method overriding today I will start. The first rule, if your method in the super class, if you declare as final method, how it is? So say this one is the base class. Within the base class I have one instance method which one I declared as a final. So if you override this method in your child class, then it will generate one error. Why? Because this display method in the base class it's declared as a final. So final method you can't override. So the final method you can't override. So when you override your base class method, this one is the best practice. You can use this keyword, that one is the override. If you use this keyword, then it will be very clear that which one is the overridden method. If this one is your base class method, if you want to override within the child class, you can use this @override. That this one is the @over, O will be capital, then you can use this one @override. So it will be very clear then which method you want try to override it. So this one will generate the error if your base class method is the display final, and if you want to override it, so this one will generate one error. And the next part, if your base class any method if you declared as a private, that one also is not possible to override. So private method also can't be overridden, is not possible. Why? You see, is not overridden. So how it is? So now you see this one is a display method within the base class, which one I declared as a private, and within the child class I declared one more private method. This one is not the overridden method of the private class, a test class. Why? Because this one is a private method. Private method can't be overridden within the child class. So this display method is an individual method of the test class, and this display is also the individual method of the test class. If this one is the public, then it is possible. If this one is the public, if you declare as a public, then is possible that this one also you can override within the child class. This one is possible. Clear? This one is the overridden method. So next part, that one is the access modifier. So next one is the access modifier in overriding, method overriding. What is this? If any method you declared as a public, so that one you can, when you override this method, you can make it as a protected. This one is possible. Sorry. So if your base class, if this one is the protected, you can make it as in the child class is public. Why? More permissible, you can give more permission. Which one is the protected in your base class, that one you can make it as a public. This one is possible. But if this one is the private, you can't make it as a public. Why? Already we know that private method can't be overridden. So this one is also not possible, and the access modifier which one you mention in the child class, that one should be more permissible. Private is already a restriction. You can't make it as a public. Clear? So protected to public is also protected to public is possible. Default to public is possible, but private is not possible. If you make it as a public, so public to protected, public to private is also not possible, because public is already a much more restriction, much more free. You can access from anywhere. If you want to make your public as a private in the child class, is not possible. So protected to public is possible. Clear? In case of overriding method. So this one is a access modifier in case of overriding. So what we learn, in if your method has a final, this one is not possible to override. If your method in if you declared in the private, that one is also not possible in case of overriding. And if the access modifier you can change in the child class after, oh sorry, this one is the after Java 5.0, huh? Before that is not possible. You can change your access modifier, but access modifier when you change, it should be more permissible. It should be more permissible. What is this more permissible? If you declared is a protected, so you can protected in the base class, you can make it as a public in the child class. So this one is possible. Now the next part, if you declared any method as a static, what will happen? When you declare as a static, that static method can't be override in the child class. When you try to override it, that one will be the method hiding, which one I already discussed in my before session. So which one? So when you declare your method as a static, that one is not the method overriding, that one will be the method hiding. What is this? Now you see this example. This one is a class test. Within the class test, I declared one a static method, and this one is the non-static method. And within the child class, I declared the same method name within the child class, which one I also declared as a static. It looks like that this fun one is override within the child class. No, this one is not the override. This one is the method hiding. So clear? This one is the method hiding, and here you see that fun2, I also declared one more method in the child class, that one is also the fun2. So here I use the keyword override. So this one is possible. Without or with the help of override keyword you can use, but if you use the override keyword, this one is a best practice. Clear? So if here you want to mention the keyword override, this one will generate one error. Why? Because static method you can't be override. So if you want to declare the same method name as a static, so this one is possible, but this one is not the method overriding, this one is the method hiding. So now within the main class, so now here you see within the main class, I declared one reference variable. That one is the T1 of the test class, and this reference variable refer to the object of the child class. Clear? So this part I already discussed in my previous session. That one is that instance and object. Here you see, so this T1 is referred to the child class object. So now if you want to call with the help of the T1 dot fun1, so which fun1 will call? So this one is the reference which one referred to the child class object. So if you want to call t1.fun1, so this one will call your base class static method. Clear? So now this one will not generate error. Maybe you have a one doubt, so with the help of the object, how you call this one, the fun one, this one is not that t1.fun means this one is not the object of the child class, because it's not possible that fun1 is the static method. So with the help of the object is not called the static method. Basically you are calling with the help of the class name. Why? Because if you use this syntax, that is maybe test t1 equal to null. So if you call this one t1.fun1, this one is possible. So t1.fun1 means basically test.fun1. This one is very interesting. If you declare it just like this, test t1 equal to null, basically what is this? You already declared one reference variable of the test class and you not assigned any object. So if you want to call t1.fun1 is possible. Basically this one meaning is the test.fun1. So here test t1 is referred to the object of the child test, but if you want to call t1.fun1, it already checked that fun1 is a static method. Yes, this one is a static method. So this t1 basically the test.fun1. So then already I declared this one that the object of the child class, but this one will not call this child class function. This one will call the test class function. Why? Because this one is not the method overriding, this one is the method hiding. Clear? So if you want to call your child class static function, so what you have to do, so this one you can call that the child class reference. So you should call this one child test. Child test t1 equal to new child, and then t1 dot fun1 means this function already will call, and otherwise you can use the directly child test dot fun. Child test dot fun1. So then child class function will call, and if you want to call this one, if you want to call the test t1, test t1 is the reference variable which one refer to the child class object, and if you want to call the t1 dot, sorry, if you want to call t1 dot fun2, so fun2, so which one will call, so this fun2 function will call. Why? Because this one already overridden method, and this t1 referred to the child class object, so t1 dot fun2 means this fun2 method will call. If you want to call the base class method, so you should create the object of the base class. You should create the object of the base class. Then if you want to call t1 dot fun2, so this fun2 method will call. Clear? So static method can't be override. So static method, if you want to override, this one will be known as the method hiding. Clear? I hope I covered all the part of the method overriding, how to method override, and then what is the restriction in case of method overriding. The name should be same, name of the method in the base class and base class and child class method name should be same, and that parameter passing, how many parameters you will pass, that one also will be same, and the return type, if you want to change, you can change the return type, but it should be the subtype. It should be the subtype. What is this subtype? Like this, if this method is the return type is the object, then this method override in the child class, you can change it as a string. This one is possible. This one is known as the return type. You can change the return type, but it should be the subtype or the covariant. This one is also a very important. This one is known as the covariant or subtype. Otherwise you can't change the return type. It's not that this one will be the void and this one is integer. This one is not possible. If your return type is the object, you can change it as a string. So what is this? This one is the subtype, because string is also a types of the object. So this one is known as the covariant. This return type is possible. Clear? So this one, the rules, what is that? Name of the base class and method of the base class and child class should be same. The parameter, numbers of the parameter should be same, and the return type you can't change, but you can use the subtype, which one is also known as the covariant. So this part I already declared within your first part of the method overriding, and today I use that today I discuss that if your method is a final, this one is not possible. If your method as a private, that one is not possible, and if your method is a static, this one is also not possible. If you declare same name of the method name, that one is known as the method hiding. This one is not the method overriding. Clear? And the last part is that access modifier. So you can change the access modifier. How you can change that access modifier? Which one you mention in the child class, that one should be more permissible. What is that more permissible? What is the more permissible? That one is that if you declared is a protected, so from the protected to public is possible. Clear? And that one is already completed. I hope so. If you have any doubt, please you mention me, you inform me, then I try to clear your doubts. Okay, thank you.